Yes! We got it. Okay, so what we did there is the out of bounds, and what I pressed was ZZ. I pressed Z once and then double tap the C key, and there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the music now, and I'm gonna do the archive for this real quick. You guys are gonna be a part of it. Okay. So this is the out of bounds for Barkley that I did not do at AGDQ because it's completely useless. It has no practical purpose at all in the speedrun. But this is the out of bounds. Pretty much what happened was, let me click on again. We are back at the dock that we started at otherwise. Now normally you're not supposed to be here. The game doesn't realize, oh, we're actually here. So since there's no ship to block our way and no walls, the walls actually are right here. There's invisible walls right here. I can't go around. This block is right here. And they put the old man right here to block you from getting onto the ship. The funny thing is the ship is completely, it's not there. It's transparent. That's a better way of putting it. There's no blocks. There's nothing. It's just there for an illusion. Now, I can't get back on the dock, though, to where I'm supposed to be going, because there's invisible walls all around here. Now, the cool thing is, I can go all the way up and never stop. I can keep going and going and going and going. Now, where the game will launch me, if I go around like this, actually I should probably save before I do anything, before I mess it up. Let me go ahead and back away. Okay, so I'm back in the game, and everything is still normal. Like, everything is normal besides the ship is not in place. There's a few things that did change, though. I'll go ahead and heal up, stop the yellow from happening, and then I'm going to save real quick so I have this later on. And I'm going to save this on right here, that's fine. Okay, so pretty much what's going on is the game is completely normal, besides one thing. Now you have a choice here. If you're not familiar with Barkley, Shut Up and Jam Gaiden, you have two choices. You can either go on the ferry and fight Duergar, and win that fight and continue. Or you have the other option, which is the 80% option we do, because this is the faster method, but in 100% since we are forced to fight specific enemies or mini-bosses and bosses, we have to fight Duergar. So for the 80% we go down here into a train. Now the funny thing is, since this is 100%, normally you would think, okay, can you do both options? And when I found about this out of bounds glitch, I was like, okay, maybe we can actually include this in the 100%. Even though it's not consistent, it probably would have never actually happened. This is not a consistent glitch at all. It's cool, but here's the problem. Okay, so see, I'm sorry, but I can't take you back to the mainland until you get to the Underground Railroad, until I get the Underground Railroad fully repaired. Now what's going on here is the game thinks I'm in Liberty Island. I should be. There's no way in hell I should be back here. And see, we're on the mainland. And what's supposed to happen here is you're supposed to talk to Harriet Tubman, get on the train, do a quick time event, then go to Liberty Island. But she's telling me that I'm already on Liberty Island. So what's happened is the game has triggered itself and said, okay, the player is now on Liberty Island, but we're on mainland. We're not there. Okay, so that's one thing. You can't do that. You can't do both options. So unfortunately that proves that theory right off the window, debunk. Now the cool thing is, this is the only cool thing I guess you could say, is you can go around here and you can actually go around the barriers. There is a I guess limit to the invisible walls, and if you go all the way to the left you won't hit anything, because you have to hit a specific spot in the terrain to actually go to the next level, which we should be going now. Okay, see, we just went behind the game, like we went outside the game's range and then went inside regardless. Okay, and if this happens to you at all, you can always get, like, if you want to continue the game, all you have to do is do this: go around and then go up and then take a right. And then what happens is the game will launch to Liberty Island, and then once that happens, though, you cannot get back into the out of bounds region. Yet again, the reason this is useless is because this area is kind of completed. Once you've done the fight, there's nothing you can do. If you could have a way to get past the old man, which the only way you could do that is possibly get past him here. This is the only entranceway to the ocean. Because the ship is not there, the ship is non-existent, it does not block you, there's no walls, there's nothing. But the old man himself blocks your way, and there's two invisible blocks that we already went over right here, and then right here. So, you can't get past him at all. Okay. And then I guess the last thing I'll cover is you can keep going forever and ever and ever, by the way. I don't think there's any repercussion by going off the screen. I don't know if you'll be stopped. I don't know, like, if there's a limit. But you can keep going and going and going. This might have some potential for breaking. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird. But, okay. Let me try to get back to the main screen if I can find my way out. Shit. Okay, there we are. It's kind of scary because I don't know what's beyond the map. At that point, it could be anything. It could be, you know, never-ending tiles. There might be a wall placed at some point. I don't understand the Game Maker engine too well enough to explain. Though this was made, like, the game was initially made on RPG Maker, then was ported to the Game Maker, and then made on Game Maker from that point on. So I don't know if this is just Game Maker programming, or was all programmed during the RPG Maker point. So I don't know. That I am completely clueless on. All I know is you can go around here. And that should be about it, as that's really all I can explain about this Out of Bounds. It's pretty cool if you get it, but yet again, it has no practical purpose in a speedrun. It's cool casually if you get it. The thing is, it's not easy to get consistently, and you can't really do anything else, like I said. So we're gonna go back to the mainland. I've already saved, so if I want to do this again, I can, and there you go. Then you can continue the game from there. Now we're actually on Liberty Island. And that is the archive that I want.